Alright, we are back and about to start Act 4, but first, let's see what Maramoa has to say about our final encounter.
To kill a man like Dominus, that's an accomplishment worthy of Kaum, my greatest ancestor. Were we in Namakanui, I'd make you a Makanga, an honored warrior. But we are not in Namakanui. We dwell in a city of death, and my respect is all the honor I can bestow on you.
What do you have to say about piety and Dominus? I wonder how they're connected.
You have claimed the most worthy of prey, Makoru. Piety and Dominus, the harbingers of nightmare. I'm not saying the war is over, but you've given Wraeclast a much-needed respite. Because of you, this land lives to see another dawn. Talakura, go with courage.
It does seem like piety and Dominus caused a lot of the bad stuff that's been happening. But they're not alone in that.
When I'm ready, and not before. I need more mana.
Alright, we made our way through the aqueducts. There's a note here on a Blackguard corpse. Oh, it's not voice acted. The High Gate holds the secret to the true origin of the gems. Cleanse the mountain of those Marketh parasites and secure the entrance to those mines. That was a note from Piety to this captain.
We opened the gates to you for two reasons only. Dominus and piety. They made themselves our enemies. You made them dead. Now, Oyan believes there is a third reason. The beast is our enemy. Perhaps you can make it dead as well. I have seen the look in Piety's eyes. I see the look in your eyes, Witch. It is not as different as I had hoped. No matter. The knife in your hand is better than the spear in the rack. You will be remembered.
You are most welcome here, sister. What you did back there in San, it was truly
terrifying. Don't get me wrong, Piety, the rest, they had it coming. But there's no one like that here. These Marketh, they're good people.
She knows that. Please, sister, ignore Pataris.
Good luck.
Man, for a second there, I thought Pataris and Vanja were a Siamese twin. Or were Siamese twins, but they're not. They're just two people that count as one NPC.
Yes?
Yes?
Who is the beast?
I heard of the beast before coming here. Piety talked about it. I suppose she saw no point in keeping secrets from the people she was planning to murder.
I'm so sorry, Vanya.
God, it's not your fault, Pataris. But Piety used to say that the beast was the source of her power. How she managed to turn poor men and women into those things. She kept using a phrase. What was it?
Universal transmogrification. I heard her assistants talk about it too.
The power to change the world into anything you like.
Bloody scary power in the hands of someone like Piety.
Bloody scary powerful stop. Be careful.
So Piety got her power from the beasts.
I am Tasuni, he who peers into the gloom, who hears the black hearts that thunder within the mountain deep. If you seek enlightenment, find a torch. If you seek to understand the nightmare, I can help feel your way through the darkness. I stare into the eyes of madness, witch. I see a hunger for power that nightmare would most generously satiate, should you choose to ask it. The corruption will pass.
Yay, Diala is here.
The time has come, not a cockroach, to crawl up into the bowels of this nightmare, traverse its innards, and rip out its corrupted heart. Oyun will help us. Go on now. Hobnob with the Marraketh matriarch. Learn what needs to be learned, and quickly. There's a filthy darkness down in that mountain, and it's reeking with impatience to meet you. Bye-bye.
You come to us, a woman like us, and yet nothing like us. While we cloak ourselves in tradition and war, you cloak yourself in thaumaturgy and fear. And that is why you will kill the beast within the mountain. Lady Diala has told me this. She has much faith in you, witch. The question is, can we Marraketh share in her faith? Sekema Deshret sealed the mines, trapped the nightmare within its black den. The beast should never have been imprisoned. The beast should have been destroyed, yet for all her ferocity, it seemed that Deshret lacked the courage to do so. And now, after 2 centuries guarding this hole in the ground, this Akara lacks the strength. But you are not Deshret, and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed. Deshret's banner will break the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to Vol, the brittle emperor. Take the stairs to the southwest. Descend to the dried lake. You shall have no trouble finding the brittle emperor. You'll smell him before you see him. Bring Deshret's banner home, and you will be free to pass into the darkness as you wish.
Alright.
Our hopes are...
Vol was the leader of the Purity Rebellion against Chitus. And then the Empire fell to the corruption, or something.
Yes? Vol and his unmen have dipped their fleshless claws into the lifeblood of the Marraketh since the day this Akara tethered its roar here. Such is the way with men of war. Remove their tongues, yet still they thirst for blood. Remove their bellies, yet still they hunger for battle. Remove their manhood, yet still they lust for conquest. Our hopes are with you.
Alright, we need to kill Vol and get his... or get Deshret's banner to undo the seal. I'll take a life note here. Sure.
How do I keep ending up in such lovely places? I like you better this way. When I'm ready, and not before.
Alright, here's Vol. I want to have a closer look at him. without dying. Oh, he has... Yeah, he's pretty much a walking corpse. His face is a skeleton.
Thaumaturgy just keeps getting the better of you, doesn't it, Vol?
I vowed to care for this empire with my eyes open. I lied to my people. I lied to myself. Blinded by my lust for purity, I placed my faith in the most corrupt of men. I watch now as my legion dies, their flesh melting from their twisted bones. They fall and rise. A tide of mortal death and eternal damnation. I feel it now in my own flesh. The heat, the corruption. I have failed you, my empire of purity. Do not forgive me, but please, I beg of you, survive me.
Yeah, it does seem like Vol brought the corruption upon the Empire. We can actually just head back to town.
Look at that!
The gate is open, and now I hear her voice as clearly as if she was sitting right here with me. Words of a dead woman, reverberating up from the depths of Highgate. A spirit chained, yet not enslaved. Tortured, yet unbroken. That dead woman is Deshret, and our red Sakema longs to return to the dust of her Visteri. Free her, and I shall reward you as my gifts allow. You shall be rewarded.
Alright, we got the side quest to find Deshret's spirit.
The gate is open, and the darkness calls. Good hunting, Cursebreaker.
I get my first golem now. Which one do I want? Probably flame for fire damage, or for damage rather, increased damage. I'll just put that there. Ah, you need to talk to Diala as well.
The rapture is our hope, our desperation. It will set the nightmare to boil, cook that nice big fishy in its own whining brine. Listen with all of your ears, not a cockroach. The rapture was Malachai's most wondrous creation, the only fire hot enough to burn the beast from existence. And its fuel? A gemling queen. Blood and flesh and gem. Yet my selfish self did not want to burn away, and so the fire was but a tiny spark. The spark of a cataclysm. I am sorry, my love, my Malachai. Go to it, not a cockroach. Find the rapture. Make me sorry no more.
Huh. So Diala also had part in the cataclysm.
The rapture was to rend open the hide of nightmare and broil the beast's bitter innards in the sweet fire of mortality. The vessel was strong and oh so willing. The medicine was oh so weak. Bye-bye.
Very interesting. We're heading into the mines where they mine the gems. And trap the nightmare.
When I'm ready, and
Good
not
eye,
before.
Exile.
I don't know if the nightmare came from here, though. Or if they somehow trapped it inside through other means.
Good eye, Exile.
This Nico stuff is side content that is only relevant in the endgame. We're not going to do any of that now. I mean, I'll click them, but I don't actually want to go to Delve right now.
Just for me.
I don't remember if Deshret is on level 1 or 2. I might have missed her in level 1. If so, I'll go back. Nico getting high on sulfite is an integral part of the main story. I could see that, yeah. He just really likes those rocks. He likes the smell of sulfite in the morning. There's Deshret. Guarded by Hammerstorm. She's being held by a purple hand.
There are so many more trapped spirits in this place. I can feel them.
But now she's been released. It helps to actually summon the golem if you want to have it.
When I'm ready, and not before. Don't be frightened, little mountain. It'll all be over soon.
Alright, we find the Rapture device down here. Let's read this notebook first.
The Rapture device has absorbed its fill of harvested life from fury and desire. It is ready. So am I. I know now that I was born to be the end and the beginning of the Empire. The beast has made this clear to me. As clear and undeniable as the sacrifice I must now make. My Lady Diala, my love, my life's greatest achievement. She must leave me now, for she cannot follow, and she will perish if she remains. And so I will ask of her more than she would ever give. I will betray her. I will break her heart, so that I do not break her soul.
Alright, we found the rapture device, and Lady Diala is here.
You know, not a cockroach. Had I accepted my place, my rapturous role, the beast would be no more, no less, no anything at all. My selfishness tickled the beast's fancy and it laughed the world I knew away. Yet I have had much time to think on my lonesome. Much time to wonder. Wonder if the rapture really needs to eat a gemling queen. Maybe something else will get its catastrophic juices slavering. Something like eyeball soup. The eye of fury. The eye of desire. Pretty gems for our pretty designs. But where could they be? Don't fret now. I have my suspicions. Calm, the sovereign of slaughter. He remains and suffers his delusions right here in the halls of Nightmare. Fury is all he knows, so fury Calm will have. Duresso, king of swords, damned by desire. Oh, aren't we all? He's down here too, and desire's curse remains his to bear. Go on. Not a cockroach. Bring me the crown jewels so that we might wake the rapture and finally put an end to this pestering beast.
Alright, so Diala wants us to go fetch some eyeballs from Calm and Duresso's dreams. Well, these are not new characters. We've heard about Calm and Duresso before. Duresso was Merveil's lover, and Calm was king of the Karui.
Not a cockroach.
Let's head back to town and get some dialogue, though, before we continue.
I felt it, saw it. The storm of her release. Our red Sakema is free to mingle once more with the red earth of our birthplace. Deshret was the howling wind, the lash and bite of the driving dust. Our wild Visteria is weakened by her absence no longer. You've done yourself proud today, Exile. Righted a wrong that we Marraketh have borne for far too long. And of course, as promised, you shall be rewarded. Life will go on.
Alright, I need... Where is it? Oh, there it is. I need more mana reservation stuff, so I can fit more auras and heralds. Well, one more herald, because there's another herald in this ring, which I'll be able to equip soon-ish.
Deshret has ascended and returned, as we all must, to the dust of Vastiri. The Red Sakema's dishonor has passed, and for that, outsider, I will always be grateful. Yet honor lies not in whether an act is committed. Honor lies in how an act is committed. What does it say of the Marraketh when we are forbidden to attend to our own? What does it say of Oyan and her belief in her own blood, our own honor?
Honor's overrated. Alright, let's head into Calm's dream, but first I want to hear what Diala has to say about him.
Old axe for brains. Calm had Eternals dragged from their homes all over the south coast. Like sheep, he butchered them, no matter how desperately they bleated. He adorned his doorways with the heads of women and children. What makes a hero or a villain? It depends who you ask. Ta-ta, not a cockroach.
Alright, somehow we're able to enter Kaum's dream.
So this is what the inside of a Karui king's head looks like. I hope they're not all like this.
We'll read this weathered carving as well.
I dreamed of my ancestors' halls. They were empty. I dreamed of the north, of an offering left to us by Tukohama. An offering that will save the Karui. I needed only to take it. I gathered my finest 500. I brought them here. I claimed what Tukohama had promised me.
When I'm ready, and not before.
We crushed the servants of Kitava beneath our heels as we marched across the land. I allowed not one of my 500 to fall. The blood of the ancestors surged in our veins, and each and every one of my warriors earned Tukohama's mark upon their skin. We descended into the heart of Wraeclast, and there he came to me, Tukohama. He asked of me a sacrifice. I gave it willingly. My axe fell 500 times, the jade drinking its fill of Karui blood. Tukohama was pleased.
Wow, okay, so Kaum sacrificed his own 500 warriors to Tukohama.
We crushed the servants of Kitava.
And there's also mention of Kitava, which is a boss in the later act. The Kaum fought Kitava, or at least Kitava's servants. But I wonder where Kitava came from. Wasn't Kitava just another Karui god? Maybe. I guess we'll find out when we get to that act. I know Tukohama is coming up later as well. It's actually really cool how the lore is sprinkled throughout the game, and then you actually get to encounter the people and the gods that are mentioned in various lore pieces in the early stages of the game. If you pay attention. Ancestors League had a lot of Karui lore, but can't access it anymore. Aw, yeah, I missed Ancestors League. I didn't play it at all. That's sad. I hope they bring back those parts at least somehow.
when I'm ready and not before.
How much is my spark? 32 mana. I could probably level my Arcane Surge quite a bit, or at least a couple of levels. Uh, 19.
The Eternals opened the gate and invited Kitava into this land. The Karui paid the price. Kitava cut us off from the ancestors, raised the remembered as his children, tortured our dreams. Kitava murdered the Karui way. I will found a new way, for I have been chosen. I gather my forces so that I might wage war on Kitava. I am the son of Tukohama, and I will lead the Karui back to glory.
So, the Eternals opened the gates, and Kitava came through. Interesting. I've also never been sure whether or not the beast is actually Kitava, or if they're separate entities. If I pay more attention on this playthrough, maybe I'll learn. Wait, how much mana is it requiring right now? 22? I think I'll unlock the clarity as well. We can get a few more levels into that and get some more mana recovery. I think playing a Marauder gives more info on Karui lore. Oh! Yeah, that would make sense, because he's Karui. Because some of the characters might respond differently to him. And he also... Yeah, he has a lot of voice lines whenever he encounters certain bosses or people. 32, that's perfect. If I pause it there... 5 plus 2. Oh, I am casting Spark so frequently that I could get away with not having it trigger on every Spark, but I prefer having Arcane Surge proc every time I cast. I just like the feel of that better.
And not before.
Alright, Arcane Surge needs to get paused. Level everything else for now. And we can also get this juicy node. Don't think any of these masteries are helpful. That's also Reservation Mastery. Okay. I'll grab the Golem nodes next. Level 40. Only 2 more levels to be able to use the Lost Unity, which is core to our build.
The moment your skin touched the corrupted soil of Wraeclast, you were infected. Kitava has soaked this land in his filth. I will crush the corruption from your bones. Drain your black blood upon this sacred ground. Brothers and sisters, I honor you with a warrior's death. Your spirits will fight by my side when we march against Kitava. You will be given in service to Tukohama. You will be remembered with glory.
Yeah, it does really seem like Kitava is the big bad and the source of the corruption. Which makes sense. He is 2 act bosses. He's both Act 5 and Act 10, the final act boss. But there's plenty of other people that also played a part in releasing him.
The Black Spirit walks amongst us.
There's Kaum. I'll let him do some abilities and voice lines here.
Now that's what you get for losing your temper, Kaum.
I think we should be able to buy Hex Touch.
Yes?
Maybe not here though.
Anything you need, just...
Be careful.
I could always buy it from my hideouts. I just want the
Had a sale, Exile.
elemental weakness to be automatic. I guess I could link it to the flame golem. As well as the Orb of Storms. I need 3 blue, 1 red for that. Actually, I don't need... Oh, yes, I do. 3 blue, 1 red. We don't need the added lightning damage anymore. That's pretty obsolete at this point. It's kind of scuffed to color stuff that has no requirement. You just get a random color on every slot. There we go. Alright, now we have our curse application. The golem will do it, and we can also make sure it happens with Orb of Storms. We have a decent chunk of mana. Let me move clarity from my weapon. I'll probably recolor this once I get some more gems that I want. I might want to switch to faster casting Flame Dash as well. Although I can't really change the sockets on these corrupted axioms. I mean, I could with my crafting bench. I guess I'll do that. Seems worthwhile. 3 link, 3 vols, 3 fuses. Sure.
Hail, gods.
I'll just get a flame dash real quick. And I already have a faster casting for it. And at this point I might want to get Arctic armor, at least temporarily, just so we're immune to freeze. So, hold on to the frost blink, don't need that. I don't know if I have the reservation capacity for this though, we'll see. Ooh, that's pretty tight. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's gonna make it hard to spam my spark. We'll see.
Pried the fury from Calm's dead hand, did you? Or is it dead again hand? Or re-dead hand? Or is undeath really just death with benefits? In which case, You didn't kill Calm because he was already dead. It's all a bit of a grey area, really. And completely beside the point.
Alright, let's ask her about Duresso now.
The Sword King. Before my time. Beyond my time. Where is time anyway when you need it? Never stand still. That's the problem. Except if you are Duresso. Petrified with love he is. A love he doesn't realize is long, long, long gone.
She's talking about Mervale.
Ta-ta, not a cockroach.
I am Duresso, the Sword King.
The zombie ghoul thingies from Zelda?
That I made my name, killing rabid dogs and wild boars before I could even be considered a man. In this, so glorious of arenas, I care nothing for your past, only your future. And for that, you will have to fight.
The zombie ghoul thingies from Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are called Redads? Oh, I didn't know that.
When I'm ready, and not before.
It seems like we're actually just about sustaining mana. I mean, she does complain a bit when I try to spam too much, but it does recover quite quickly.
People of the gutters, steel your bellies, for the slaughter is at hand.
Wow, he melted quickly.
An adequate performance challenger, if a little messy. Yet Barcool and his stinking flock were simply an audition. Let us see how you fare in the grand arena of Theopolis. Welcome to the grand arena of Theopolis. It is here that I first laid eyes upon my true purpose. My Lady Merveille. It is our inspiration that defines us. What do you fight for, gladiator? Hundreds of warriors tried to lay claim to the same title as I, but I defeated them all. Victory goes not to the able, but to the ambitious.
Ready, Exile? It is time to hunt!
Oh, hi, Einhar.
Great job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the menagerie.
He is also really not part of the story.
Die a death worthy of applause, gladiator.
But I guess we'll humor him and capture some beasts for him. Don't forget your nets. Oh man, I remember nets. What a nightmare. Okay, I'm pausing the clarity leveling. We don't have enough unreserved mana to keep leveling that. I might still have nets in my standard stash actually somewhere. Unless they remove them.
At age 13, carving knife in hand, I killed beasts for the amusement of the filthy. At 15, they thought me worthy to fight a fellow man. A butcher he was, twice as big and twice as stupid as I. I butchered the butcher, and many like him. Earned my way, kill by kill, out of the awful pit and into the grand arena. I thought I would find wealth and glory in the arena. I was wrong. I found something far more precious. My Lady Merveille.
Oh, speaking of nets, actually, one of his voice lines says, "Do you not have nets, Exile?" And that's literally... They're memeing on the Diablo 3 "Do you not have phones" thing? Or actually Diablo Immortal announcement. Where the guy said, "Do you not have phones?" So it's literally a stab at Diablo Immortal. Do you not have nets, Exile? That is an amazing Pee-wee meme.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Hey, Bastard Penguin from Hell. Playing Pee-wee for the first time right now. Nice. I hope you take your time and enjoy it, like I'm doing right now. Also noticed how great the music is? It is. It really is. The music, the voice acting... Like, the whole game is just such a great package. It's so well put together.
There are no more worthy beasts nearby, so Einar will go feed the ones.
Go feed the beasts, Einar. We'll visit you in the bestiary later. Actually doing the same you do, just a lot slower. Nice. Yeah, it's not my first time playing through the game, but it's my first time going this slow. It's my first time actually trying to appreciate the dialogue and story. Yeah, most of the music is by that one composer. Maybe all of it. I don't know.
I knelt in the sand of the Grand Arena, awaiting the killing blow. I raised my eyes to look upon my death. Instead, I saw her, Merveille. Her beautiful eyes met mine, and I knew she saw me too. I turned my opponent's strike and killed the man with his own dagger. Fighting had always been about survival, the primal instinct to kill or be killed. Now, the fight became about something else. Love.
Oh, some of the older stuff isn't, but they replaced most, if not all. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the old Lion's Watch music. But I'm sure I'd recognize it if I heard it now. Lion's Watch, rather.
A battle worthy of song. The way you fight reminds me of how it feels to be possessed with the ideal of victory. Is your passion enough to claim a crown? We shall see. The previous King of Swords was a giant of a man, both faster and stronger than I. Yet I needed only look up at my Lady Merveille, to know that I had no choice. I could not die this day. I made him shiver under every parry, striking with all of my might so that my arms felt they might snap with every impact. All the while, I studied his face, watching for that moment when he began to doubt. It took an hour, but finally it was there. Burning with pain, empty with exhaustion, I stepped inside his faltering swing and I slit the giant's throat. I did not take my victory bow. I knelt in the sand, looked to Merveil, and cried out for my lady's hand in marriage. From that day forth, I wore the crown of swords upon my head and the ring of eternal love upon my finger.
Alright, so we arrive at the Ring of Blades to fight the Resso.
King of Swords is nothing if he cannot defend his crown.
I never noticed he has red eyes. He's definitely corrupted as well.
Just bloody die.
I'm sorry to have to break this to you, Derisso, but she's not real.
Alright, Diala, here's your eye.
Fury and desire, together again. Lovely and lovely. Facets so shiny, replete with the vim of murdered souls. My Malachi did the crafting. Beautiful work. General Adis did the murdering. Equally beautiful work, in its own juicy way. Num-nums time, my little rapture.
Num-nums time.
Have you ever been to the end of the world before, my king? Asked the blackest monkey. No, I have not, realized the Monkey King. There is my reason to go where you go, be where you be, my king, concluded the blackest monkey in a voice as warm and welcoming as death. Do you know who wrote that? Not a cockroach? Victario Navalius, the people's poet of Sarn. He was my friend, and I betrayed him. Took his love and burned it before his eyes. Now I am betrayed. My heart burned black by the one man I loved. Malachi. He's found a new heart, you see. A beast's heart to cuddle up to keep him warm and safe at the end of the world. Today, I remind Malachi of his betrayal. Today, it is his turn to burn.
Oh, she just exploded. Not looking too great.
Malachi's devices, his creations. He loved them all. Not me. He betrayed me then. Said he loved me. Then said he wanted me to die. He betrays me now. Let me suffer. Let me wither. Am I the one and only mistake that you ever made, Malachi? Yes, that's me. Diala the Gemling Queen. Malachi's misdemeanor. Make him regret his mistake. Not a cockroach. Tear open the beast's black heart. Rip Malachi from his filthy little nightmare. Cut him. Crush him. Burn him from existence. He deserves no better. And I deserve no worse. No love for me. No love. No love. No love.
Poor Diala. Let's avenge her. We're entering the belly of the beasts.
It's not every day you get to walk into a living, breathing nightmare.
This definitely gives Resident Evil vibes, though, with all the eyeballs on the walls.
I need more mana.
I wish I had a tad more mana. So many weak points. Yeah, just shoot the eyeballs.
When I'm ready,
for more damage.
Everything dies.
I'm starting to feel a little squishy. My character might just fall over if it gets hit. Oh, I'm 42. Hang on, I'm probably gonna have to ditch either Arctic Armor or Clarity or both. But I can equip the ring now. Oh, this is gonna hurt my mana even more. We'll see. So now I have this Herald of the Hive. Let's read what it says. Grants a buff which causes you to deal more damage for each Herald skill affecting you. So we have all the Heralds, giving the maximum amount this can give. While you have this buff, the skill turns the space around you into tear in reality, releasing pulses that damage enemies around you. Inflicting ailments causes you to gain otherworldly pressure, which increases the frequency of the pulses. You will lose otherworldly pressure over time at a rate which increases the more of it you have. Okay. The damage inflicted by the skill is not affected by modifiers to spell damage. It does deal a ton of damage though. Jeez, look at those numbers. Bear in mind we're only level 42 and this is dealing thousands in each damage type. This is gonna be great. I think we can literally just walk through monsters now. Wait, was there a lore item here? No, not that I could see. Let's try this breach. Ooh, mana is really rough though. I think what I'll do is I'll disable Arctic Armor and re-enable Clarity. And I'll have to fix my mana some other way. Or further fix my mana. Because this is no good. Unique currency. I like this ring.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Oh, my spark is also 16k DPS at this point.
Be happy for me, sister. It's not often we get to erase our failures.
Okay, Piety is turned into a Resident Evil monster. We'll have to get rid of her.
I need more mana.
Our mistakes can be our greatest achievements. That's twice I've underestimated you, sister. Twice now that your talents have proved to exceed even mine. So it looks like you'll be the one to finish what I so blindly started. Part of me wishes I'd died at your feet as was intended. The little girl within me that shies from darkness, from greatness. It was Malachi who reached out to me, who wrapped me in nightmare, made me his slave. He has shown me greatness beyond imagining. So much that I thought my mind would shatter under its weight. And although my mind remains intact, my dreams were not so fortunate. Malachi is in the beast's black core right now, harnessing all that the beast is and will be. He will destroy this world and forge it anew in the divine image of nightmare. Yet as powerful as Malachi has become, he is neither unreachable nor invulnerable. He sacrificed much to become the beast's prime servant, both in spirit and in flesh, yet 3 vital organs remain. His heart, lungs, and entrails, keepsakes of humanity lost. They will be our tickets into Malachi's private little show. Venture deeper, deep into Nightmare's abattoir. I'll follow when I'm able. You find me those organs, and I'll get us into the black core.
Alright. Piety is on our side now. Let's ask her about the Godless 3.
Malachi chose his 3 most loyal servants to guard those precious innards. His godless 3. Inquisitor Malagaro, Chevron of Umbra, and Doedri Darktongue. If the history books are accurate, High Templar Vol burned Malagaro and Doedri at the stake on his way to lay siege to San. He didn't have to worry himself with Chevron. Brutus had already sorted her out. Yet slaves of nightmare seem to be shackled just as tightly to life as they are to the beast. I, of course, am living proof of that. Don't worry yourself with that little detail, though. Shackles are made to be unlocked.
Wait, so Chevron was killed by her own creation, Brutus. If you remember, that was the prison warden in Act 1. And in Act 2, we saw the plaque for Doedra Darktongue. And Malagaro has been mentioned multiple times in other lore objects throughout, mostly Act 2 and 3, I think. And now we're about to face all 3 of them.
It seems I've underestimated Piety. Good. I like surprises.
Before we walk this path together, it's important that you understand one thing about me. I don't regret a single thing that I've done. I set out to raise humanity up from the cloying mud of its fleshly ignorance. My mistake was not in the aspiration, but in the execution. Now I intend to correct that mistake. Really, I'm not helping you, Exile. You're helping me. So, have you found those juicy organs for me yet?
I'm a bit puzzled by this. I don't know why we have to agree to this. Why we have to help her.
Malachi knew exactly what he was doing when he created the Rapture. His primary concern, get inside the beast and take up the reins of true power. And his second objective, incite a cataclysm that would wipe the very thought of resistance from this land. The beast is the source of all thaumaturgy, the one power in this world that transforms what is real into what is imagined. The entire world is now at the mercy of one man's vision. It won't be the future I imagined, and it won't be the future you imagined either. While he remains within the Black Core, the only imagination that matters is Malachi's.
Okay. Malachi's dedication.
On this day, the eve of this rapture's completion, I honor those who have passed and whose passion and knowledge have brought us to the brink of salvation. Inquisitor Maligaro, a creative force without equal. Chiron of Ambra, an athlete of transcendent sensibility. Doedri Taktan, an idol of fervor and dedication. You taught me far more than I ever taught you, my students. My friends, we strove to make a greater world together, and in your memory, I shall make that world a reality. Malachi.
All right. There's Chevron.
Slice away the ugly.
My damage is a bit overpowered at this point.
Brutus, I'm glad I won't be seeing any more of your work.
And there's Dwydri.
Oh, Doedri, we witches have to have some standards.
And Maligaro.
Dissection time. Art in motion could have made you into a wonder.
I hate to be critical, but I've seen better.
You've come such a long way since we first met in Axiom Prison. I was that close to snuffing you out then and there, sister. But now look at us, working together to destroy the greatest terror that Wraeclast has ever known. If I were the crying type, it'd bring a tear to my eye.
Alright, it's time to face Malachi. Actually, let's go back to town first and talk to Diala. I'm sure plenty of people have things to say about what's going on right now. Diala looks a little bit
What is that
worse for
in
wear.
your eyes? That glistening, that softness. Is that pity? Take those pitying eyes away before I pluck them from your face. I need but one thing from you now. Malachi. Dead. Take this. I've given everything else to him. My youth and beauty, my body and mind, my heart, and at last, the only thing he ever gave to me in return, my gemling power. This is all I have left. I entrust it to you, not a cockroach. Malachi taught me not to trust anyone. It is time to forget everything that Malachi taught me.
Alright, we get another skill gem from her. I don't think any of these are going to be relevant. I mean, I could do Spell Echo on my Spark, but the thing is, it's really expensive on the mana cost. I probably can't afford it. I'm already kind of struggling for mana. We could have an extra golem now.
Do you need help with something?
The lightning golem actually gives mana regen and attack speed, so I'll get one of those.
Be careful.
Question is, where do I put it? I could just get rid of Orbital Storms at this point. Maybe. It's so useful though. I think we recolor the sockets on this to fit another blue. And I can't really use the Arctic armor right now. Lightning Golem, Clarity. I mean, I'll put it in the socket, but I'll probably not use it anymore. I could level the clarity at least one more time, maybe. Just to get some more mana regen.
I have been expecting you, witch. You and I are about to create the most beautiful of nightmares together. Will you go to bed now, little girl? Or do I need to tuck you in?
Now, Exile! Kill me!
What?
Now, Exile! Kill me!
We're dealing so much damage, we're kind of skipping the fight here. Alright, Piety's been impaled by Malachi. The voice actress gave it her all for that kill me, yeah.
This is what I get for trying to be a bloody hero. Who'd have thought you'd be so suited to the role? I was convinced I'd made a fatal mistake in sparing your life in Axiom prison. Fatal, yes, but a mistake? No. Go now, sister. It's up to you to teach Malachi the true definition of nightmare.
Music is so good as well.
Listen, Piety. That'll make it even more fun.
Oh, she died.
Now, let us see if you truly understand what it means to be nightmare. Nightmare is the true eternal.
We just instantly kill his organs here.
Accept the gift of immortality. is the true eternal. Why are you so in love with death?
Poor Malachi. You were so frightened of death, weren't you? Now the two of you can get better acquainted. It's really not so bad once you get to know it.
The witch is such a character. Oh well. I think that's going to be the end of Act 4. We'll travel to Highgate. Actually, we're not quite at the end yet.
What cannot be understood.
I jumped the gun there.
It is the first rule that a child learns. There is no shame in my saying this. I fear you, witch.
You should fear me.
You will be remembered.
Let's ask about the mines, actually.
Deshret's banner flies at the mine's entrance, and now the darkness gapes, hungry and expectant. Our Red Sekema sealed that gate for a reason. Not simply to prevent the beast from reaching out, but to hinder those fools who would disturb its slumber. And here you are, about to be swallowed by that darkness. Let us hope the beast doesn't notice your passing.
This was intended for earlier, before we entered the mines.
It's obvious to everyone now.
There's no one like you, witch.
The beast learned that the hard way.
And the whole of Wraeclast will learn about it, one way or another.
So I guess this is the happily ever after they promised us when we were kids, right, Vanya?
For us, for Wraeclast, maybe. What about you, sister? Do you even know what that looks like for you?
There's plenty of happiness to go around now.
You deserve a piece of it.
What do they have to say about the mines?
Emperor Vola's dead, for good this time.
And the entrance to the mine stands open. I suppose you'll be heading down there to
free us from the sickening supremacy of Nightmare.
I was going to say to kick some nightmare ass.
I think I put it better.
Of course you did, sweets.
Take care.
Ah, witch. I knew you would embrace the beast. Yet, I couldn't know that you would squeeze the very life from it. Honestly didn't think you had that much love in you. Now one thing remains to be seen. Your regard, your touch, your embrace can mean only doom for the loved. Please, choose your loves wisely, witch, lest you break poor Oriath's heart. Yes, that's right. Oriath. Upon the mountain high, a gateway has opened. One that shall lead you back home. Hurry, for as the death throes of the beast soften and still, I see the gate beginning to close. Follow your heart, witch, no matter how dark it becomes.
Alright, we were exiled from Oriath, and now we're heading back home, I guess.
The little girl walked into a dark, dark cave. The little girl met a dark, dark beast. The little girl ate its dark, dark heart. My Malachi is dead. I knew it, felt it, understood it the moment you struck the final blow. I was the Gemling Queen. And now my king is dead. We dreamed only the greatest dreams, Malachi and I. A truly eternal empire. Eternal life. Eternal love. A future no longer afraid of the past. Eternal lies. Eternal loss. Those are our true gifts to Wraeclast. This land could not have asked for a worse king and queen. Wraeclast leaves the past behind it now. Malachai's past. My past. It thanks you, not a cockroach. It loves you. I wish that I could do the same. They all leave me.
I want to hear what she has to say about
nothing.
piety also.
The little cockroach witch. Malachai chose her. Chose her over me. Use her then. Use her as Malachai uses her. Burn betrayal with betrayal. It's all they deserve.
No, this was intended for before we killed
all
Malachi.
leave me.
I was right to have faith in you, Cursebreaker. You have succeeded where we have failed. You have slain a creature that was thought to live forever in the minds of those who came before you. Vol, Daresso, Kaum, Deshret. The greatest champions Wraeclast has seen in the last 300 years. You stood where they fell. Now you are the champion of champions, and Wraeclast should bow at your feet in gratitude. You certainly have my gratitude, and that of my Akara. We have been exiled from our land by fear and misguided duty. Now we may return, to ride where we will, live how we wish. Cursebreaker, giver of freedom, we thank you. Go where you are needed.
There are Twitch drops for this? Yeah, I think so. I don't really care about the drops that much. There's a bunch of cosmetics in this game. I barely ever use any of them because most of them are kind of pay to lose. They make your screen more cluttered. Makes it harder to see what's going on, and it's already difficult to see. Alright, we're climbing the mountain.
Seems I've mastered Wraeclast. Time to return to Oriath with a vengeance.
Back to Oriath with a vengeance. Sounds good to me.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Captain Tavares, altitude is imperative to forging a stable connection with the Prime Resonator in Theopolis. Power source is equally vital. Locate a fissure in the mountainside and lower a conductive cable into it. The deeper, the better. It will take an immense amount of thaumaturgical energy to execute the successful disintegration and transmission of objects, both inanimate and animate, between Highgate and Theopolis. For that kind of power, we must tap the origin. I needn't remind you of the consequences should either of those elements prove deficient. That is why I would like you, Tavares, to be the first to test the resonator once it is operational. Accountability is a perfect counterweight to ambition. High Templar Dominus.
He's basically describing a Star Trek teleporter. Where it's just making a copy of you. Well, beam me up, Dominus. We head to Oriath.
I'm going to show them how right they were to fear me.
Also, I just realized that that animation where you appear after the portal, that's pretty much identical to how the time travel works in Terminator. That's pretty cool. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this episode. And when we come back, we're going to do Act 5.